Hi guys, my name is Evelyn Kim, and for today's video, we'll be going over Wylock's 3rd grade math curriculum. Topics we'll be going to address in today's video include place value, even and odd numbers, multiplication, and word problems. Let's get started with our first topic, place value. But before we get started, let's identify our place values. Given the number 100, we know that the 0 all the way on the left represents our ones place. The 0 in the middle represents our tens place. And last but not least, the 1 on the left represents our hundreds place. Now let's get started with number 1, 72, and they underline the number 7. Well, we know that the number on the left, 2, represents our ones place. So that only means the number on our left, number 7, represents our tens place. Therefore, the underlined 7 represents the tens place of 72. Number 2, 42. Well, we know that 2 represents our ones place, and 4 represents our tens place. So that means the underlined 2 represents our ones place. Number 7, 567. Well, we know that the number on the right represents our ones place. The 6 in the middle represents our tens place. And the 5 on the left represents our hundreds place. So that only means the underlined 6, or the value 60, represents our tens place. Last but not least, number 8, 259. We know that the number 9 represents our ones place. We know that our middle number 5 represents our tens place. And we know that the number 2 represents our hundreds. Therefore, the underlined 2 represents our hundreds place. Because even and odd numbers, and it's asking us to identify if the number is even or odd. First, let's identify the even and odd basic numbers. Well, we know that for even numbers, the number should have or include 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. And for odd numbers, the number should be or include 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Let's take a look at number 1. Number 10. Number 10 ends with the number 0, and 0 is even. Therefore, 10 as a whole is even as well and is divisible by 2. Even. Number 2. 40. 40 also ends with the 0, and 0 is even, and 40 is also divisible by a number, therefore 40 is even as well. Number 3, 16. 16 ends with the number 6. 6 is also even, therefore 16 is an even number as a whole. Moreover, it is also divisible by 2, thus making it even. Number 11, 526. 6 is an even number, therefore 526 as a whole is even. Number 12, 54. 4 is also an even number, therefore 54 as a whole is even as well. Lastly, number 13, 49. 9 is actually an odd number and is part of the odd numbers list. Therefore, 49 as a whole is odd, and 49 cannot be divisible by 2. Therefore, 49 is odd. Our next topic is multiplication, and it's asking us to multiply the numbers below. Number 1, they give us the equation 8 times 5. 8 times 5 also refers as 8 groups of 5, but today we're going to try out a different method. 8 times 5 can also be referred as 8 added to each other 5 times. Let's test it out. 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 should equal 8 plus 8 equals 16. 16 plus 8 equals 24. 24 plus 8 equals 32. And 32 plus 8 should equal 40. Therefore, 8 times 5, or 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 equals 40. Let's try out number 11. 7 times 2. 7 times 2 can also be referred as 7 added to each other 2 times. Let's try it out. 7 plus 7. We have 2 7s. We add it together, and we should get 14. 7 plus 7, or 7 times 2, should equal 14. Our last topic is word problems, and it's asking us to solve the problems below. Number 1, there are a total of 17 chickens in the coop. Each have 2 legs. How many total chicken legs are there in the coop? The keyword each indicates that this is a multiplication problem because we need to figure out the total amount of legs when each chicken has 2 legs. So we need to multiply 17 times 2. Align the numbers vertically. 2 times 7 equals 14. Put the 1 at the top. 2 times 1 equals 2, plus 1 equals 3. Therefore, 17 times 2 equals 34, and there's a total of 34 chicken legs in the coop. Number 2, 20 out of 100 pencils David have are colored pencils. What fraction simplified of the pencils are colored pencils? They give us the number 20 out of 100, and the keywords out of indicates that this is a fraction. 20 out of 100. Now we need to simplify. Both the numerator, which is the top number, and the denominator are divisible by 20. Let's do that so we can simplify. 20 divided by 20, 100 divided by 20, 20 divided by 20 equals 1, and 100 divided by 20 equals 5. Therefore, the simplified fraction of 20 over 100 is 1/5. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope you have a wonderful